Question: do you like helping people? I personally do like it. I do enjoy helping people, and also sometimes I help people without even them asking. And no, I'm not one of these strange people who just come into the situation and help, although they don't completely understand the situation. It's more, I prepare myself, if it is possible, to help other people, and then when they come at me and ask me for help, I'm ready. But there is an important principle in there. People ask me for help. I do like to have a choice. I like to have a choice to help or not to help. That's exactly what I want to talk to you in my today's video. Is it okay that you don't want to help others if they don't leave you a choice? Is it okay to say no if people ask you for help? More about that in today's video. But obviously, before we begin, I have to tell you that this is Yury Experience, and here I share my various experiences about different topics. I do 2 videos per week, Mondays and Thursdays. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, you can also subscribe to the channel. Let's go! A little update prior to going into the actual topic. I don't upload as much as I did normally do throughout this or recent years, because I currently don't have a head capacity to produce more videos, to plan more videos, because every video is also connected with some planning on my side. Which is why for now I will upload 1 video per week, for some period of time, and when I will be ready to go back to the 2 videos per week rhythms, then I will go back. But now, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to produce more. I hope it will change in the future. But coming back to the actual topic, help. You know what help is, and probably you helped a lot of people in your life, being it your family, your relatives, some people you don't really know, but you probably helped somebody at some point. And if you think about that for a second, you probably can recognize different ways of asking for help, different patterns of asking for help, because you were asked for help in different ways and you asked other people for help in different ways. There are more polite ways. For example, do you have time to do that? Do you have energy to help me? Could you help me, please? And there are less polite ways. For example, you must help me because A, B, and C. And there are sometimes these A, B, and C, but must is not the word that we like to hear when people ask us for help. At the end of the day, we will need to do something. We will need to put our energy, time, thoughts into it, which is why we prefer to be asked. We don't want to have to, we prefer to be asked to do that. At least that is my opinion and my experience. I don't like having to help. I don't like when I don't have a choice to help or not to help. And I am not talking about critical situations, person lying on the sidewalk and is really heavy breathing, having problems breathing, and that person looks at me and help me, you have to help me. I will probably help that person because that person in a critical situation. It is overall it is critical help needed. No, I'm talking more about everyday stuff, about everyday help. Can you please cook a sandwich, make a sandwich for me? Can you please clean that board for me? Can you please leave some time for me in your schedule? Sometimes, depending on what kind of relationship we have with different people, this polite version of asking for help disappears and we only have you have to do it, you must do it, you do it, right? For example, the question, you will wash the dishes, right? Without the polite, or shall I do it afterwards? And without any conversation prior to that point that you will do it. And by the way, you also cooked the food, and by the way, you also cleaned the whole apartment and that day, and you also had to go for work. So you did a hell lot, and now the person says that you will do even more. And maybe it even makes sense. Maybe it even makes sense that you shall clean these dishes, although you did everything else, because the other person did a lot too. But it's nice to have a choice. It's nice to have an ability, to have an opportunity to say no. I don't want to clean the dishes right now, I'm done for today. If you want to, we can do it together, or if you want to, we can do it together tomorrow, or if you want to, I can do it tomorrow, but I don't want to do it right now. And it is easier to say no if the question is created in such a way that no is even considered as a possible answer. If no is not even a possible answer, then it feels really, really wrong to say it. You feel like an asshole because you say no for other person asking for help in like for example household, or help with some duties, or help with anything, but do you really have to feel like an asshole? That's one of the main points of this video. We are allowed to say no when people are asking us for help. That's like the main important point that a lot of people don't even consider, because again we have the society that considers yes a way better answer. There's a nice feeling to help other people. It makes your status better when you help other people, which is why if you say no when other person asks you for help, it's somehow wrong. But actually, if you say I will help you, then you take the responsibility, you take the time investment responsibility and energy investment and money investment responsibility that you actually don't have to carry. Like that person asks you to do that. You don't owe that person on a lot of occasions. You don't owe that person to carry that kind of responsibility. I know it is again a video where I cannot really clearly describe the answer or clearly describe even the question, really grasp the situation, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I hope you understand the situation where some person in power in your life comes to you, like your parents or your boss, and says you please do it. But they don't say please, they just say do it, and they say it in a form that you don't really have a choice of yes or no, although it is not your responsibility at all to do that something. And that is something that I personally don't like. I even say people when they do it to me, please, can you either formulate it differently or let us discuss it, because the way you said it is the way that I don't have a choice. And I'm not even sure that I will help you. So as long as we didn't discuss it prior to that moment, can you please ask me for help? Because I will ask you for help. I will politely ask you for your help, for your time, for your energy, for your money, for whatnot. I will be polite, and it doesn't matter what status we both have, because you don't owe me your help. And as well, I don't owe you mine. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it is the case, please drop a like. You can also subscribe to the channel. And except for that, you can also leave a comment. We will see each other next time, whenever the next time will be. Have a great week.